I'm Matthew Gaskill, and I'm going to take you on a walking tour of Union Park. This section of the street between Tremont Street and Shawman Avenue is known simply as Union Park, whereas the rest of the street is known as Union Park Street. The block we will tour today was inspired by the elegant garden squares of London. In 1851, Union Park and another similar square, known as Worcester Square, were laid out as parks. Construction of the houses surrounding Union Park was complete by 1859. Today, Union Park is arguably the most iconic and desirable block in Boston's South End neighborhood. Part of the appeal is the large footprints of the buildings, with Union Park lots offering some of the widest lots in the South End. Chester Square on Mass Ave and Worcester Square are the other two South End blocks known for their wide lots. Ahead is 34 Union Park, once home of Alexander H. Rice, the founder of the Republican Party in Massachusetts and the first Republican mayor of Boston. During his tenure as mayor, Boston's Back Bay neighborhood was developed. Rice went on to serve as a member of Congress during the Civil War and then as governor of Massachusetts. As far as real estate on Union Park, these Victorian brownstones were originally constructed as single-family mansions. Those selling in the last 10 years as either single-family homes or multifamily buildings have sold between $1.225 million and $4.55 million, with a median price of $2.2 million. These buildings are around 35,000 square feet, which means the average price per square foot was around $480. Ahead of us is 16 Union Park, once the home of H.P. Kidder, founder of the stock brokerage firm Kidder, Peabody & Company. Many of the houses built as single-family homes have been divided into condos. These condos range from a 2-bed, 1-bath with 811 square feet, which sold for $426,000, to a 3-bed, 2.5-bath condo with 2,025 square feet that sold for $1.43 million. Condos on the block sell for a median price of $598,000, with an average of $592 a square foot. The second house from the corner on our right is 4 Union Park, once the home of John Quincy Adams Brackett, before he became governor of Massachusetts. The house last sold in 2006 for $4.55 million. Ahead of us is Shawman Ave. The building with the yellow awnings is the original South End Buttery location. This coffee shop is best known for their cupcakes. Located on this corner at 1 Union Park is a restaurant space that used to house Joe V's and is now the new home of Yakitori Zai. The original design of the park included fountains topped with mythological Leda and the Swan. It featured a central path of crushed stone. The path was lined with trellises and flower beds, with a row of elm trees along each side. 14 original trees survived until the 1990s, and it is said their high canopy formed a cathedral over the park, which was particularly beautiful when covered with snow. Take note of the fence around the park. The original cast iron fence matched the one surrounding Beacon Hill's Lewisburg Square. The fence present today replaced the original in 1913 and was restored in 2009. While I was discussing the original park, we passed 5 Union Park, once home of grocery magnate Samuel Stillman Pierce of S.S. Peterson Company. Pierce got his start by bartering with ship captains in Boston Harbor, exchanging provisions for delicacies from foreign ports. His business thrived in part because of celebrity clients Daniel Webster, John Quincy Adams, and Oliver Wendell Holmes Sr. The house last sold in 2005 for $2.1 million. The stoops you see are common throughout the South End, and warm summer nights often result in residents enjoying the weather with their neighbors. A couple of years ago, the stoops through here were filled with wine-drinking residents watching Tommy Lee Jones and Ben Affleck film a scene from their movie Company Men. Let's head up on the sidewalk and get a closer look at some of the Victorian details seen on these brick row houses. Take note of the cast iron railings and the carved limestone headers seen above the windows and the entryways. Here at 51 Union Park, we see the former home of Dr. Joseph H. Warren. who was once the medical aid to Abraham Lincoln. And now we're back at Tremont Street, which concludes our tour.